Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Fall is in the air, or at least I keep telling myself that because it is 10 million degrees here in Orlando, but every so often you feel just like the slightest brisk breeze, which makes me think, aha! Autumn is here. So I really wanted to play a game to kind of get into the fall spirit, which is why today we're going to be playing Strange Antiquities. Now this is technically a sequel to a game called Strange Horticulture, which I have barely played. I think I played like a demo of it. So today we're going to check the game out, play about the first hour or so, and then I'll meet you back here and give you my initial thoughts and impressions. All right, we are ready to open our little shop. This already looks a little scary and maybe not as cozy, but I have been assured this is a cozy game. As a thaumaturge's apprentice, there is a lot to learn. For example, what is a thaumaturge? Who knows? No one. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. That looks like Groot. Let's see what we got here. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. That sounds ominous. The ravens were an omen. I was right. A circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed even then to signal the start of a rising dread. Yeah, well, I'm scared of birds, so if these were if I inherited a store and there were a bunch of ravens in a tree outside, that would be my sign to sell that store. No, thank you. Oh, what's with the creepy black ink? Are we sure this is a cozy game? I'd like to talk to someone. I have some questions. Okay, but this looks cute. We got a little cat. And we can pet the cat. Oh, the cat has 2 different color eyes? Very fancy. It seems like, I mean, look at all these things. Whoa, that eye follows my hand around. Okay, everything else seems pretty, pretty normal. There's a terrifying hand over there. Nothing else is quite as concerning as the eye. That eye is the most concerning thing. So let's ring our little bell. Oh, Eli White. Hello, sir. I have been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care with some reluctance, I might add. Well, make use of my reference material. Here, take this. He doesn't seem to have much faith in me, which is concerning. Oh, a book. I love when people give me books. Oh, there's an index in the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully, and remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. I'm about to try and unlock everything. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. Sir, I'm about to touch and lick everything in this store. Just because you told me not to. Oh, I can navigate my shop. Okay. Oh, some stuff behind. This must be what he meant about locked cabinets. Also, I need to be careful because I don't control how the dialogue boxes pop up in this game, so I need to pay attention to those and not make snarky commentary while they're going, because otherwise I'm going to miss something. Okay. We have this. We have this. We have all kinds of fun things. Oh, everything kind of swings when you move around the shop. That's fun. Oh, what is that terrifying hand? What's this? Oh, here's some information about Eli White. So Eli is the thaumaturge in question. A collector and a curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands and armed with the right knowledge can be a gateway to so much more. For Eli, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of Strange Antiquities, Eli is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to show much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. Oh, Jupiter, that's a great cat name. So this is just like a little bit of a... Oh, this is just what he's already said to us here, right? So I've been called away to visit in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I'm leaving. Okay, so this is what he said to us before. And then we've also got Jupiter, cutie patootie, devourer of souls. Well, still a cutie patootie. Jupiter is the thaumaturge's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturge. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it his home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight explorations of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. So this is like a street cat. Have you seen those videos on TikTok of that cat? I can't remember his name, but they put like a GoPro on the cat, and the cat just goes around and like is a menace to every other cat in the neighborhood. I imagine that's what Jupiter is like. Okay, I feel like we've learned some things. All right, I see you. You want me to click on this little thing. I got it. I'm on it. Thomas Pope. Oh, hello, sir. Congratulations. Today is the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little white dog called Hamish. Okay. Thanks for sharing. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. Are we friends? If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's boon. What's a hunter's boon? Oh, I can use on items to expect them. Hunter's boon. Okay, this is Stranger. A guide to occult objects. Can I just open this? Contents. Okay, so all of these things. Do you see Hunter's boon? Binding seed, ethereal key. I have Lillian, hearing charm, heart chamber, horn shackle. Oh, Hunter's boon. Okay, Hunter's boon. We don't have anything that looks like that wolf, so let's read on. A hunter's boon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator, enhancing perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. Okay. So we need something that was taken from an animal. Oh, this, I bet. Let's look at this. This is a tooth, yellowy brown, a sense of touch, smooth but with hard ridges. It probably does not sound like anything. And it gives me a sensation of power. I feel like this could be what we're looking for. Does anything else look like it comes from an animal with like no embellishments? I mean, that looks like maybe it's bones, but it's embellished. This also has like a bone situation, but it's embellished. Let's do it. Oh. Identified. This is a tiger's tooth, a trophy from a predator. On closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. Look at that. I did a thing. Oh, Selenic totem. These carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy, and then held tightly to recall the same feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciplines. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Oh, this got added. I see. So because I learned that, I added some contents to my book? Interesting. You can add labels to items while inspecting them. So that means I can add, if I go to this, I could go to this, and I could click to edit. So I could say this is a hunter's boon, so that I don't forget in the future, right? And then that's just on there. Well, that's so helpful. Look at me. What's crazy is that there's a man who owns this shop, and he didn't label anything before he went on his merry little way. Okay, so I guess we'll take another customer. We got Jack Hungerford. The nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. I can't read. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dark has set up in my house. I'm told a shadow hold will draw it out. What's crazy is this man didn't even say hello. He just showed up and started, my father said that the darkness is... What about a hi? What about a hello? What about a how are you today? My goodness. Okay, so we're going to read our book. We're looking for a shadows hold. It's in the book. Okay, shadows hold. A shadow catcher design. Okay. A shadow hold or oshotic vessel is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar or a bottle or some sort of box. It can be used to contain an oshotic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called a shadow catcher. Okay, so we're looking for a bottle or a jar or a box that is decorated with something like this. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I mean, that's probably it right there, right? I mean, nothing else is really, like, calling to me. Yeah, I mean, there's some other things that have, like, decorations, but this is, like, an actual bottle. So, shadow hold? Will that help you, sir? Yes, identified. Design on the bottle is the same on the sketch. The item is a container of some kind. I mean, I probably could have inspected it, but I did not. Oops. And then we get to add something to our book, which is a sun bond. A sun bond is a small and lightweight, designed to be carried discreetly and made of a non-precious metal of some kind, housing a gemstone of light. They carry the warmth and the light of the sun, a brightness that can pierce the darkest gloom. Okay, good to know. Look at that. There is auto-labeling option in the settings if adding labels by hand isn't your thing. I think I would like to do that. No, let's not be lazy. But I already forgot what this was supposed to be called. So let's auto-label. Auto-labeling on. Did it do it? It didn't even do it. What was that thing called? Where's my book? This game might be too hard for me. Okay, shadow hold. This is a shadow hold, everybody. Shadow hold. Shadow, oops, spell. Wait, did this not capitalize the S? Oh, it did, okay. Shadow hold. And we're gonna make it this, like, dark bluey color thing. Okay. Oh, we can change the shape, too. Oh, fancy. I feel like this is more... This shape really holds my shadow, if you know what I mean. An icon? Oh, boy. That's just gonna confuse me. I'm not gonna add an icon right now. Okay, let's take another customer. We are nailing this. David Schaefer. What's with all these ravens flying about Undermoor today? I'm running out of old man voices. I can't remember ever seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. Oh, he's a mailman. Thank you. What's this? What we got going on in here? We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the shin. Charlie Weathers. Okay, so my friend Charlie Weathers is sending me something. Again, there's no greeting. Nobody in this game greets. Nobody wants to say hello. Dearest me, to whom it may concern, if you don't know their name. Charlie, come on. It seems like we're friends, buddy. Can I drag this somewhere? Do I drag it to my book? Where do I put this? Where does this go? I'm confused. I'm gonna set it there. Why does this, first of all, this paper is so stiff that it just stands up straight, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't know where to put this. Let's put it here. Let's put it down here. I don't want customers seeing that. Stanley Hume. I want an Osic ring. Osic. That's pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Okay. An Osic ring. I feel like all these people are up to something nefarious, no? Osic ring. Let's find out what that is. Ooh. Corchin, the Serpent Goddess. All right, what's an Osic ring? These somewhat macabre objects, as if everything in this store isn't somewhat macabre, were originally made as offerings to the goddess Corchin. That's her right there. Lovely lady, seems she likes snakes. But the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Oh, this man has a rat problem. Some say they can hear Corchin's unearthly hiss when they hold an Osic ring up to their ear. Okay, so I'm assuming that this is a ring, but it needs to be a ring that we can hear something from. Okay, so I think we only have one ring in our shop, which would be this delightful, awful thing on this hand. So let's look at it. Color and composition, withered flesh, grim. Oh, gold. There's the ring. So we need to see if we can hear scent and sound. Let's see here. I was expecting it to smell worse than it does. That might not be it. An Osic ring. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be a ring. It could be ring-shaped, right? So we're looking for something that you hear a hiss when you hold it up to your ear. Let's see, what else kind of is ring-shaped? This? A soft sound like a serpent's whisper emanates from within. Yeah, it's this. So I was looking for like a ring, but that's just like a circle. There it is. Identified. Made of bone, this item satisfies the description macabre. Again, that could describe anything here. Closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise can indeed be heard. And then that gave us the information for an evocant. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart, according to popular myth. The truth is a little less dramatic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Is that true? Is that a real thing? If so, that's kind of interesting. Am I learning? I need a place to put documents. Oh, is that a place for documents? Oh, my archive. Look at that. I was like, I need a place to store papers. Maybe this little folder file that looks like a place for papers. Fun. Let's take another customer. Edmund Bishop. Another old man. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing, to say the least. I'm never going to remember all these old men voices. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly, but they'll take anything they can get their talons into. Man, everybody wants to talk to me about these birds. And they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. Okay. Do you want me to go outside with you? Do you need a buddy? A voice of Cernunnos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. A voice of Cernunnos? Kernunos? I don't know. Voice of Kernunos. Let's see what that's all about. This game is all about research. Somebody said, what if we made researching a game? Let's see. Voice of Kernunos. The name Voice of Kernunos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties with skill. Such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag and often wearing or holding a torque. What the crap is a torque? What is a torque? Cernunnos wearing his torque. Wearing his torque? I thought he was supposed to be holding his torque. Wearing or holding a torque. Is his necklace a torque? Is that what a torque is? Or is it his belt? He's only wearing, oh no, he's wearing some armbands too. He's not wearing much, so you can really narrow it down. Luckily, he doesn't have like a full-on outfit that I have to try and deduce. So, things that look like that, maybe this? This is bronze. Not even texture. I mean, I feel like that has to be it. The only thing they really told us was that it's bronze and that it's a torque, and that's the only thing that looks like what he's wearing. I thought I had something else that kind of, like, there's this, but that is a necklace thing, and let's just see. I don't think this is bronze, though. A cheap kind of metal, probably pewter, bronze, yellowed white, brown, oh no, yeah, bone, no. So it has to be this. There you go, friend. I got you a thing. Yeah, look at that. This item is made of bronze. A similar looking item appears around the neck of Cernunnos in the sketch. Great. Nailed it. And now we get some information about Spirit Eye. There are some who stay away from Spirit Eyes, believing them to be a window into a world that should not be seen, and others who deride their fear as nothing more than superstition. It is not clear exactly what they do show, another layer beneath the visible world perhaps, a layer that requires something more than the traditional senses to experience. They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Cool, those sound super evil. Oh, is the day over? This seems like we learned about a new person. Oh, we learned about this person. Who's this guy? Oh no, we already knew him. This is the new person we learned about. The ornithologist and Edmund Bishop. The 14th Lord of Gleeston Castle is a man of wealth and privilege, like the 13 before him. I mean, he could dress nicer. For a man of wealth and privilege, he could put on a jacket. I'm just saying. He is a man who would be easy to despise as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he was a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cumbria, but his real passion is birds. Well, we do not have that in common. Me and this guy would not get along because we'd sit down to dinner and I'd be like, tell me about what you're into. And he would say birds and I would say, I have to leave. Thanks for dinner. Because I'm going to make him pay because he's wealthy and beyond reason, apparently. He's one of the 13 before him of the 14. You know, the 13 before the 14. His students learned to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local owl species or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. And then this is from his first day. He's like really into the ravens. Ugh. Keep an eye out for that guy. Guys, we did our first day. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backbarrow. What even the hell is this? What if between each day of running your shop, there was just some ominous, like, story about something that sounded scary as hell? That's what this is. It's funny because we've played several games now together where we've been running shops, right? And it's amazing how different all of those experiences have been. This is nice though because it's one customer at a time, and they just patiently wait there while I sift through my books because I have no idea what I'm doing. Basically, it's my first day, and the manager was like, "You got this. I'm going to lunch." I'm just like panic sweating as I look through books to try and get things for customers. All right, great. We did it, y'all. Let's do another day. Oh. What is this? I'm guiding this. I'm guiding this with my mouse. What are we doing? What? Is this like just a fancy loading screen? Or are we doing something? What am I making? What? What? Handcuffs? Oh, fun. What is this? An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to. What? It's so vague and so ominous. What is happening? Is this like a tarot card? Is this my tarot desk? Does that symbol correspond to like a star symbol on this thing? I don't see a symbol that matches that unless I'm just... Do I just leave this here? Do I just leave this on the desk? This is my fortune for today. There's a prisoner on the loose. There's a prisoner on the loose, and you are going to make a lot of friends along the way. This seems like a problem. I'm just gonna get to work. Okay, great. Let's see our first customer of the day. A woman! There are women in this town. Verona Green. Ah, well, that's just perfect. Undermere fizzing with fear over these ravens, and the thaumaturge has left his apprentice in charge. Girl, you're telling me. Sorry, my dear, that was rude. Pay no attention to me. I'm an old lady who got out of the wrong side of bed. Clearly. First of all, she's one of the nicest people we've met so far. These ravens have got under my skin is all. Please do let Ellie know that I was looking for him next time you see him, and pass on my thanks for letting me borrow his copy of Hermetic Symbology. Not Ellie, Eli. Sorry. Yeah, I'll tell him all of that. You don't even want anything. You don't even want to buy anything. You're just here to say you want me to tell Eli that you borrowed a book and you're happy with it. Okay, great. Oh, you're bringing the book back to me. Let me add this to my little books. My little book. Oh wait. Let's put the books down here. What? Oh, Hermetic Symbology. So I just got a new book by Quentin Holmes. Oh, this is fun. So this gives you different symbols and tells you what all the symbols are for. Like this symbol is for deception. This one's for poison. This is just a whole book of symbols. I bet that will come in handy. Okay, great. Let's talk to another customer. Tess Sherwood. I feel paralyzed. I have no job, no partner, no friends, no prospects. I heard a horned shackle might be the answer. Horned shackle? Let's see. Let me... Ma'am, hold on. Hold one moment. A horned shackle. I definitely know what that is. If you just give me a moment. Oh, we definitely have something that looks like this. An example of an elaborate horn shackle. Now, horn shackles are used to bring about change in one's life. Oh, I could also use a horn shackle. Sign me up. Bestowing the ability to overcome personal demons. In use, the horns are rubbed between one's fingers, causing them to become worn smooth over the years. They can be worn as pendants, but are more commonly totems of some kind. So basically, this is just a fancy fidget. This girl just came to me for a fancy fidget. Because you know what, when I'm spinning a fidget spinner, I'm also trying to exorcise the demons, okay? Okay, so we are looking for something that helps you overcome demons, brings about change. It's got to look like this. It's got to have horns. We definitely have something like that. This could be it, or this could be it. I'm gonna go with this. Let me look at this. Inner. Let's see. I have a strong sense of being watched. I don't feel good about that. Hold on. There's got to be something better than that. What about this? What does this do? Inner perception, engraved detailing. Oh, no, I want this. I have nothing to remark. I have nothing to remark. Scent and sound. Oh no. A cheap metal of some kind, probably pewter. Oh boy. Oh dear. It could be either of those things. So the only other thing I have that would maybe be it would be like something like this. This is just clay. I feel like it's not this because, let me tell you why. I'm going to tell you why right now. Unless something else here. First of all, it's bronze. And second of all, this strong sense of being watched does not make me feel like I'm getting rid of the demons, right? Like, I think it might have to be this, which is weird because unless I'm just like not seeing something here, it's not this, right? It fills me with a sense of foreboding. And I don't want that either. But that is closer, an example of an elaborate horn shackle. This thing seems a little bit closer to what we're working with. But also this looks kind of like a, thought at first was bone, but is in fact clay painted to look like bone. Hard and somewhat rough. This one's hard. I feel like there's an obvious answer and I'm just not seeing it. I'm going to try this thing. I don't know that that's the right answer. I feel like it could very well be this, but the horns on that are not smooth, and I think it's the wrong material. Oh, that was wrong. That wasn't the item I'm looking for. I should slow down and think this through more carefully. You know what? I'm going to go with this. It looks the most like what we were doing before. Ah, that's wrong, too. That wasn't the items I'm looking for. I should slow down and think this through more thoroughly. Is it really this? No. So now I have no idea what a horn shackle is. I feel like I've tried everything that it could be. So I'm going to go for a hint. I'm looking for an item that has horns. That obviously most unhelpful hint of my entire existence. Of course I'm looking for an item that has horns. Well, I'm never asking for a hint ever again. I think it could be something like that. Okay, I think I might have found something here. All right, so I've been checking all the things with horns like a crazy person. This woman is just standing at the counter with me just like filling up all the different toys in my store to figure out what is smooth. So this I had seen was rough and pitted, and they really talk about how you are like rubbing these things between your fingers to make them smooth. However, the horn part is smooth. So I'm gonna try this. Yes, finally. Okay. The item has horns. Closer inspect reveals that the horns have been worn smooth. Woo! Okay, these are getting a little trickier. And then they're giving us information about a vestiger. A vestiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence, among other oddities. Flames burn pale blue in their presence. What? Okay, ma'am, go away. That was really hard. Woo! I also noticed that we got a new character bio, which is about the occult scholar Verona Green. So Verona has been a constant in Undermere for as long as the streets have had cobblestones, and the churches have had bell towers. She is respected and feared, which she revels in. She loves that people are scared of her. And she is revered and admired, which she tolerates. Her knowledge of the occult world is second to none, and her expertise has steered the citizens of Undermere away from catastrophe on more than one occasion. The near misses of the Selenic Flame and the Woken Dendru are two such events that spring to mind. She is of the opinion that no problem is so great, no obstacle so insurmountable, that it can't be diminished by a properly brewed pot of tea. She sounds scary, but also kind of nice, actually. Oh, do her eyes follow me? No. Okay, great. She's the one who brought us back the book, if you will recall. Okay, I'm ready for my next customer. David Schaefer. Oh, this is the mailman. At least the weather's looking a little better out there today. Yeah, it's not as rainy. Oh, he brought me a letter. All right, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? People, I wish people sent letters still. Good day. Good day. A whole greeting for me? Wow. This is the first person who has greeted me in this game. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. John Royston, is that a euphemism? Because if so, the answer is yes. Come to the farm and it's yours, for the right price, of course. Kind regards, John Royston. Can I leave my shop to go to the farm? I don't know how. I don't think I can escape. I think the doors are locked and I am here, and there's no way for me to get out. Let's take another customer. Julia Braddock. Looks like she just escaped from prison. Ah, Jupiter, we meet again. Our paths crossed late last night on Princess Street. We shared a moment before he slunk off into the dark on important business, no doubt. Do you think she turns into a cat by night? I wondered if you can help me. Maybe she's Jupiter's, secret cat girlfriend. I'm visiting my grandmother later, and I wanted to bring her something. She lives all alone on the edge of town, out on Clanbrook Road, and I don't always manage to get out there as often as I'd like. This is the most normal-sounding person so far. I thought maybe a moon heart would bring her some comfort. This lady's just buying something nice for her grandma at the creepy crawly store. That's nice. Moon heart. Okay, hopefully this isn't as ridiculous as that last thing. Moon heart. Moon heart. Moon heart? Moon? Moon? M? Oh no. Oh no. We are in trouble. It's not in the book. What do we do? What's the procedure? So let's look in this book. Moon heart. Okay, so first let's look for moon of the day, of the night, of the moon. Selenic, so that is of the moon. Of the moon. Everybody remember that. Triangles and circles. Oh crap, they're all triangles and circles. Remember this set of triangles and circles. And then let's see if we can find heart. Heart, heart, heart. Are these in alphabetical order? Not really. Ay, ay, ay. Elements? No. Materials? No. Planets? No. Mundane elements? Arsenic? Oh boy. Heart. 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 Heat. Not heart? Oh no. Blessings. Rebirth. Oh god, that's the end of the book. Hold on, let's go back to the beginning. Let's take it from the top. Hold on. How is there not a symbol for heart? That's crazy. Oh wait, this is also moon. Silver, the moon. So we're either looking for a moon, like an actual moon, or we could be looking for this, of the moon. Okay, let's see if we have anything with any of that. Moon heart. Moon? Anything look like a moon? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Is that symbol heart? Could that symbol be heart? I didn't see that symbol in the book. But that doesn't mean anything. White paint, white paint. What is it? It doesn't make me feel anything. It doesn't smell like anything. I mean, I feel like that's probably our best bet. I didn't see that symbol anywhere in here. It's like a square with all the crosses in it. But that would make sense that it was the heart because it looks like kind of a body with all the lines pointing to the center, which is where, where the heart would be. I feel like that's our best bet. Oh, it's crazy that we don't have all the symbols we need in here. Ma'am, what do we think of this for your grandma? No, that wasn't the item. Uh-oh, something happened. A deep fear has taken root. I must break the hold it has over me. What? What? Roll. Oh, this is like a Yahtzee situation? Okay. Click a segment of the seal and bank the dice to break it. Well, I could bank one of these. Bank. Okay, and then I just roll again, maybe? Oh. Ooh. Nothing here is doing. We gotta roll again. Oh no. What are stars? Are stars like wilds? I don't know if they are. Oh, it's giving me these two. Maybe it's just two of the same. Oh, but I could do this one too. I could do this one, right? Because I think that star just means two of the same. And now we just have to get two of the same again, which we can do with these two. Okay, great. Look at that. We avoided the darkness eating us, which is always a good thing when you're at work. All right, Julia. Maybe a moon heart would be of some comfort. There's also this. I found out you can like slide this open, so that's interesting. And then there's like this situation that I can open this up. Like, I don't know what we put there. What about this? Look at this. It's got a moon, and it's supposed to help with protection. No. What? Are you sure? Maybe you don't know maybe I know what a moon heart is and you don't. What do you think about that? This could be a thing, a moon heart. That kind of looks like a moon heart. Like, if I had to pick one thing off this shelf and be like, that's a moon heart, it would be this. What do you think? No. What about this? Is this just a plant? Can I just give her a plant? It's not the plant. Guys, it's not the plant. Relax. I'm about to give her the cat. Here you go. I kind of want to try the other plant. Is that crazy? It's not the plant. Let's just let it... Oh, now I have to roll dice again. Oh no, I'm so bad at this game. Oh, the cat helped me. Thank you. Thank you, cat friend. Click a dice to lock/unlock it, but I don't want to lock that dice. I don't really want to lock any of these dice. These all suck. Oh no. Guys, we are in trouble. Jeez. Bang. All right, let's do that. At least do that one. Can I do more than one per turn? No, I can't. I have to roll again. Okay, so I can at least bank this cat. Oh, this is... Oh, I should have done the... Shoot, I should have done the sun and the two snakes. I don't think I have enough dice. Oh, no, I do, just barely. So let's do... Okay, and then let's roll these. Okay, so then... No, stop going up. Stop it. Now we have to get two cats. Oh, but luckily we roll everything again. And we'll just bank this cat and roll these. Yeah, help me out, buddy. Give it another roll. My God. Really? No cats? No cat rolls? Nothing? Really? One cat. Thank you. Okay, well, we did that. But good news, we're back here, and I still have no idea what a moon heart is. I kind of wonder if I just need to, like, look through the book. Is that crazy? There's an index in the back that may be useful to you. I'm in the back, right? Index. Oh, wait a minute. So maybe she's referring to something else? Moon heart. Well, why didn't they tell me there was an index like 20 minutes ago? The Selenic totem, which we recently got information about. So these carved totems, more commonly known as moon hearts, can be imbued with a sentiment or feeling such as love or joy and then held tightly to recall some feeling. They sometimes feature crescent shapes associated with both the Selenic and Noctic disciples. Indeed, the form of the item itself will often have a connection to either the moon or the night. Oh, it's this freaking owl. I am overcome by a warm, loving emotion. Get out there. Take your owl and go. Guys, this game's making me think. My brain hurts. This is a carved totem. The owl is associated with the night. It bears a concealed crescent shape. Using the closer inspect tool tells me it imparts a feeling of joy. Well, I'm so glad. Get out. Get out of my house. This is Holgen Grimm. These eerie creations are worn by priests of Holgar in various rituals relating to death and the afterlife. The sacrament to ask for his protection, Wolfsong's truth to seek his judgment, Path of the Warrior to help the dead find their way. Sure. Oh my gosh. Some of these are so difficult. Okay, now that we know there's an index, though, I think that's going to help a lot. Daisy Winters. Girl's having a day. A friend of mine, or former friend, I should say, has been stealing jewelry from me. Oh dear. Drama. 3 necklaces have gone missing over the past few weeks, including one that was a gift from my late grandmother. Absolutely. Absolutely not. We got to get this person. Do you have a suitable pendant that I could leave lying out for her to find that will teach her a lesson and make sure it never happens again? Oh, a suitable pendant. Interesting. I need a pendant for revenge. I will need to make a choice here. There are no wrong answers, but my decision will no doubt affect the events in motion outside my shop. Interesting. This one, I remember, this one makes like the sounds you hear louder. I mean, I think this might be like this looks like something that might get stolen. Surprisingly warm. I think I'm gonna give this well, that'll make her hear better. A suitable pendant. This one was the one that made it sound... Hold on, this one was like, I have a strong sense of being watched. That's the one. There we go. Identified. This item is made of a single material. It bears no symbol or other marking. It can be worn about the neck. On a closer inspection, I begin to feel a sense of paranoia. I feel like that's the right choice. Shield Charm. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Oshadic spirit or wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. Interesting. All right. Well, we get to do another customer for the day. Let's do it. Emmett Burrows. Oh, look at this chap. They found a man just now in that house where all them ravens were. Oh, I wish I hadn't seen, but I did. He was sheet white, but it was his eyes that are going to give me nightmares. All black they were. It was like he weren't there anymore. I don't need to wait around for another sign. I'm taking my family to Sedberg, and I'll be taking a Libula to see us safely through. For a second, my brain read Labubu, and I was like, okay, do we have any Labubus in the shop? Sir, what kind of Labubu would you like? He needs something for safety, right? A Labula! Get me out of here. I'm the worst at this game. I was trying to see if maybe there was like a safety protection. Protection! Look at that! That's that symbol! I bet it's this! Wait, yeah, it's this. Is that a Labula? Oh, come on, it protects. Are you sure? Crap, I really thought I had it. I was like, oh, easy. Easy peasy. Fine, I'll look at my index. Ugh, boo. Wait, is it just in here? Is it just one of... Oh, it's a Labula. There were so many in a row that were just like really mind-bendy that I forgot to just like look it up. Labulae are purported to offer reassurance in times of upheaval and change, but they are not held in high regard by most scholars of the occult. That being said, an imbuement of wisdom shows that a Libula is not merely decorative. There is power in symbology, as the old thaumaturges knew well. Okay. So now we're going to go into this book, and we're going to look for the symbol for wisdom, which is that symbol. It looks like a little crown, a little king's crown. And then we're going to look for that symbol, which is right here. Look at that. There's your Labubu. One Labubu coming right up. The item bears a symbol of wisdom. That man is so happy that we had Labubus. Labubus are hard to get. They're hard to find, and we had one in stock for him. Witch's Finger. Witch's Fingers are said to be the severed digits of the witches of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposedly purification of the body, a most unpleasant experience, but a last resort that has cured some and finished off others. Great. Sounds fun. Oh, end of day. Okay, that was our second day. The game is already too hard for me. And there are so many days. A deep pain radiated down the side of the rider's head, where he had sliced himself with the diverging hook, and his thoughts were scattered and torn. He could not see out of his left eye. You know what else was scattered and torn was his whole face. Why are you slicing yourself with a diverging hook? Absolutely not. Oh, now we have to... Oh, we're going to get another, like, tarot card thing, right? Which, I don't know what those do. Whoops. Okay, I feel like we learned a lot in our second day, though. I feel like... Is this a key? I think it's a key. Or a blocky person. A Minecraft person, perhaps? What? It's not even a phrase. It's just a... What? What am I supposed to do with this? Wait. Oh! Oh, there's things... This is more... There's more to the shop that I haven't... Wait, come back. What's this? Oh my god, there's a map? Wait. Wait. And then what's over here? What's this? Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. What? What's this? This is just like a thing? They're just random things? Everywhere? What's in here? Oh, I can use this to do something. There's this. On thaumic fields. All thaumic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thaumic lens. A diurnic field pattern, these fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. And what's this? This is just a thing. It's just a thing that we have here. Which I'm assuming that's also a thing. There was a thing. Hold on. You might be interested to hear that my plow overturned a strange-looking object yesterday. Come to the farm and it's yours. Where's the farm? The Greywick Farm, number 1. Are there any other farms? There's only one farm? Oh no, there's also the Royston Farm. Oh god. Who sent that? John Royston. Okay, can you imagine if we went to the wrong farm? How silly we would have looked. 30, Royston Farm. Oh! John grins as I struggle to hide my obvious interest in the item he shows me. Any hope that he might not be fully aware of its value quickly evaporates, and after a lengthy negotiation, I reluctantly hand over the amount he originally asked for. Oh, we got a new item! And that just... Oh, maybe I can hang it somewhere? Oh, there! I just put it up in my shop. Except not there. Put it over here. That looks better. Okay. And then what was the other letter I got? Can I do something with that? We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old, maybe there's nothing much here, but I thought of you when I saw it. So Charlie Weathers. I came across an entry on... Okay, Charlie Weathers. The Weathers house. Let's see. Weathers. Should I say Weathers more? Do you think it's helping? Oh no, I don't see Weathers anywhere on here. The boatyard, Stockside Rock, the old jail, Museum of History, the spoken word, Keystone Manor. I need more information. Oh boy, all these things that are in here are kind of scaring me a little bit, if I'm being honest with you. All right, let's close my archive. Let's take a customer. Francesca Robertson. Oh, what's going on with your face, girl? Good morning. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. I'm Francesca Robertson, a doctor of sorts. I assume you heard about Mr. Hungerford. No? It seems to be talk of the town already. What happened to Mr. Hungerford? I'm used to dealing with maladies of an occult nature, but black eyes are certainly unusual. Oh, that's the guy that died. Never mind. I know. I'm on the same page with you now. I've heard of something like this before, but I don't see how it could be the same thing. Either way, I'm hopeful an evocant will have some effect. Okay, an evocant. I think that's one of the things we got information about, right? An evocant. Look here. These stone items weigh the same as a man's heart according to popular myth. The truth is a little less drastic, but the weight of these items is nevertheless important and should not stray more than a hair from precisely 1 pound. They are placed on the chest of those in a coma to draw them out. Okay, the time has come, my friend. So we actually have a weight here. And we have these. This is 1 pound. So we're looking for something that is exactly 1 pound that is also stone. Not that. Is this stone? Oh, definitely not that. Stone. Oh, it could be this. This looks like it probably draws people out of a coma. I bet it's this. Ma'am, your thoughts? There we go. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this. All right. Great. Now we got a Daedalus Link. A Daedalus Link is a powerful object capable of producing a levitation field. The field is extremely fragile, however, so it would be prudent not to take risks. These items are surprisingly light in weight. Their designs vary, but they might point to some facet of flight. A feather or the wings of a bird or insect, for example. Okay, great. Well, that's great. Oh, she's in the book now. Let's learn more about the doctor, Francesca Robertson. Growing up, Francesca's father was her hero. When he died suddenly and tragically in a mysterious incident, nobody seemed able or willing to give her the answers she demanded, and she grew tired of being fed the same stories that she knew could not be true. Oh, she's a conspiracy theorist. Okay. As she entered adulthood, she learned how to find things out for herself. And what she learned opened her mind to a world she hadn't known existed, a world of occult maladies and dark articles. She learned about Tormund's paralysis, Hobbes' fear, and the Sapphire Curse, and she learned that these maladies could be cured. Oh, all right, she's kind of a badass. I like her. Edith Moore. Oh, she's wearing that necklace. Is that the one that I gave her? I have been looking over my shoulder all day. Something is coming for me. I can feel it. I want a shield charm. I want it right away. Oh my god, that's crazy because I am the one who got that necklace for that. This is awkward. Okay, a shield charm. Let's look in here. Let's go back here. Shield charm. I should have looked in the front first, shouldn't I? Oops. Let's look in the front first. Shield charm. Shield charm. Okay, great. Generic charms of protection have little to offer the skilled thaumaturge, but can have some small effect. An Oshadic spirit or a wandering shroud will not abide them, for example. Such charms make use of the art of symbology, an ancient and some would say primitive component of thaumaturgy. They can be made from a variety of materials, though rarely precious metals. But they said it will have symbols on it, so let's look in our symbol book and see if anything makes sense. Night, paralysis, poison, strength. I mean, that's protection. Let's see. Let me look at shield charm. This one seems a little trickier. Shield charm. Okay, so they're using symbology, but they're not made of precious metals. I mean, this is using symbology, but not using precious metals. And this, didn't we give this to someone at some point? Why doesn't this have a thing on it? I kind of think it might be this. Yeah, okay, yeah. Because he was calling this something else, I think, right? This pendant has a symbol of protection. Okay, great. And then she gave me St. John's Anvil. These items have much in common with St. John's poppy plant of the same name, a fact that is reflected in their design. They have quite different uses, however, whereas the plant helps to overcome deafness, an anvil will dampen sound. They can even be tuned to filter out certain noises, but allow others to be heard still. Oh, that's interesting. That's a specific type of plant, though. I don't think we have that. All right, let's take another customer. We're doing great today. Hugh Langston. Have we met Hugh Langston before? There's something I wanted to show you. I didn't like the look of it, so I left it where I found it. What if it's cursed? It was hanging behind an old shed, all overgrown with ivy. Well, first of all, Hugh, what were you doing behind an old shed? Let me draw a quick map for you. There. Oh, hold on. Oh. Where is this? First of all, that man just came into my store and was like, I want to show you something behind the shed. Which, if I've ever heard a proposition, that's it. So let's see if I can find this on my map. Hold on. Oh my god. Hold on. Just, sir, give me a minute. What? Can I hold... Oh, look, I can do this. I can, like, hold them together. So there are some trees. It's a little tree situation. And Maybe over, no. First of all, where on earth is there like a straight line in this town? Okay, I think I found it. I think it's here. Like, I think that's there. Okay, so let me put this down here and let's go here. Yes, the shed is actually a wooden summer house that looks out over the pond, but it's clear that it hasn't been used in some time. Thick brambles claw their way up and over one side of the structure, and ivy covers the rest in a mottled green cloak. I find what I'm looking for to the rear. Parts of the ivy have been torn away recently, revealing an amulet hanging from a rusted nail. Something else catches my eye as I reach for it, and I notice that there is another pendant hanging next to it, almost completely hidden by the ivy. Okay, what did I get? Oh, look at these! I got a couple new things. And I can just put these, like, let's just hang these up. But I want to hang them kind of together so I remember that I found them together. I love that you can just add things to your shop. Like, so far, that's one of my favorite things about this game. You can just, like, rearrange your shop. That's fun. Okay, let's take another customer. Verona Green, who I believe we know. Eli's picked a bad time to leave Undermere. I've come from the Hungerford house where I've been helping Dr. Robertson and looking for any clues about what happened there. Yeah, I think she's the doctor, right? There wasn't much to go on. I did find a shattered Oshadic vessel, but whatever did this was no creeping dark. It's raining again? There was a strange black stain on the flagstone floor that I didn't like the look of. Ew, sounds disgusting. And the ravens, very unusual, but at least they seem to have dispersed. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know what to make of it. I'm going to take a trip to Gleaston Castle to see if Edmund Bishop can shed any light on their behavior. Okay, Gleaston Castle. But first, I would like a vesiger. Whatever this is, we don't want it spreading. So vesiger is something that I definitely got in my book, but I don't think I know what it is yet. Whoops. Yeah, we don't know what it is yet. Okay, vesiger. A vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. I'm gonna assume it's this, right? Because this is like a pearlescent blue glass, cool and smooth. Yeah, I feel like it has to be this. I mean, that's the only thing. Oh, but flames turn pale blue. I mean, that looks like a vesiger. Come on. Really? That's not a vesiger? If that's not a vesiger, I don't know what to tell you. I got nothing. A vesiger can be used to prevent the spread of disease and pestilence. Among other oddities, flames burn pale blue in their presence. Oh, wait. Wait. Guys, I just had an idea. Oh my god. Okay. Flames burn pale blue in their presence. So we just move this around until... Oh, is that pale blue? It's got to be that. Oh, wow. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I've never felt more intelligent in my entire life. Using a candle, I'm able to confirm the flames burn blue and is present. I feel so smart. I can't believe I figured that out. Oh, I didn't read what we just got, but that's okay. It was a moonstone something. Okay, we're gonna end the day. End of day 3. 2 days earlier, the rider and his fellow adventurer were deep underground, exploring the tunnels below the Kirkhead Tower when they made a discovery. Their elation and their find would soon turn to horror. Okay, with that being the end of day 3, I think that's where we're going to stop, just because that'll be about the first hour-ish of gameplay, and then you'll meet me back here in just a moment after I get this saved and closed down, and I'll give you my first impressions of the game so far. Okay, welcome back. So, first things first, the first impression I have of this game is that it is much more challenging than I thought. Now, there is something I want to make very clear. Like, the puzzles can be very challenging. The game really makes you think, makes you use your different resources, makes you really try to figure out what you're looking for, and I actually liked that a lot. I think the part that made it especially kind of stressful was because I knew that I was filming myself playing. There were times I started getting in my head where I was like, oh my god, people watching this are gonna think I'm so stupid. I can't figure this out. And I think if I were just playing it on my own, I might not have had that feeling, because
on top of being a little confused and like trying to sort out the puzzle, there was also this sense of like I lost my confidence a little bit. Like I was a little embarrassed. I was like, oh, how am I not able to figure this out? Like, is there something wrong with me? But if you take that aspect of it out, I really enjoyed the puzzles in this game. Like they really made me think. Even like a couple puzzles in, I was really having to like, okay, how can I figure this out? How can I use the resources in front of me to figure out the answer to this puzzle? There are some board games that remind me a lot of this game. Like there's a game called Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective where you literally are like given prompts and then you're given like the newspaper from the day that the crime happened, and then you are given like a map of London, and you're basically like going to different places and asking questions of the people who live there to try and solve this really like intricate crime. And this game reminded me a lot of that, where it really doesn't hold your hand. Every once in a while it gives you a little prompt, like when it told me to like look at the index in the book, when it was finally like, listen, you should just go look at the index. I feel like you need that. And it did have like a hint system, though I used that one time and I did not find it helpful at all. But I really did enjoy the mind puzzle of this. And I also really felt like I got into the spirit of the game when I was like, you know, there are times where you're like shuffling through books and like trying to find the answer. Like, no, it's not there. Let me check this book. There are times when it feels like you're kind of like shuffling in your drawers. Like, well, maybe there's something that can help me in here. Maybe I can find something in the, oh, there's a drawer inside this drawer. Like all of that really got me into the mood of like the character that I was playing. And it just was really engrossing. Like it really brought me into this world. And I thought that was great. I also am like a big fan of the kind of story that is happening outside your shop vibe. Like you are just standing there, like getting things for customers. But as they come in, it starts to build this sort of mystery, right? Like somebody has died and they died under mysterious circumstances. And now the doctor is trying to find out like what caused that. And then there's also this girl who, you know, was gotten revenge for like stealing jewelry. So now she's wearing the necklace and she's going paranoid. And like this story that's happening, and you just get like the little slices of it when people come into your shop. I love that. I love the theming of that. And it really like makes you want to keep going. It's not like, oh, just one more day, because I never wanted to do just one more day so I could solve more puzzles, right? I wanted to do just one more day to like see what transpired in the town the next day, to see like what mysteries presented themselves to me as I kept playing. Like that was really exciting. My favorite moments of the game were absolutely the puzzles that made me like think outside the box a little bit. There was a puzzle that made me use a map fragment, like a little scrawled map, to try and find something on the map. There was a puzzle that made me use weights to try and weigh something to figure out if it was the right item. And then there was that puzzle that had me use a candle to try and figure out like which object changed the light of the flame. I really liked all of that. Like it really made me realize that there's going to be more to this game than just like shuffling through books, because I like the shuffling through books part. As a reader, I loved like reading all the little details about all the different things. I loved reading all the details of all the different characters. But I think at a certain point you would get a little tired of like flipping pages. So it was nice to see it kind of like expand past that and have these other fun little ways that you could solve puzzles. And I'm sure, you know, that room that you're in, that store, feels like a toy box. It really feels like you start to look around the room and you're like, what else can I use? Like, what else can I grab to try and solve this mystery? Like, I really loved that a lot. All of that to say, I think the experience of playing this on camera was a little daunting, because trying to solve puzzles while you know that people are actively watching you. Obviously, I'm filming this beforehand. I'm not like live streaming this, but there's still the aspect that I'm thinking in my head, like I'm gonna have to edit this together as a video. And that made me a little self-conscious. I'm gonna be very real and honest about that. But if you take that aspect out, I really liked this game a lot. It has this really engrossing story and mystery, and you also just feel like you're sitting in a room full of toys. And it's weird to say because the game is basically about research. Like it's essentially a game that mimics the activity of like play and discovery and research to find answers. And that shouldn't be as fun as it is, but it is. It's really fun and it's really engaging. And when you face a difficult puzzle and when you figure it out, like when you figure out the way that you're supposed to get it, it feels really rewarding. Like there was that point where I said, I feel so smart. And that was true. Like that moment of me figuring out that puzzle, it had this aha moment. Like I felt the light bulb above my head come on. And that is my favorite part of puzzle games. And I feel like a lot of puzzle games nowadays, especially, listen, I love Nintendo and I love The Legend of Zelda and I love things like that. But I feel like more and more in recent years, puzzles in like mainstream puzzle games are pretty easy to figure out for the most part. And I feel like a lot of times they really hold your hand, teaching you all the mechanics to get there. So playing something that really made me invest my brain and my time into figuring out the solution made getting to the solution feel that much better and that much more exciting. To wrap up this video, I do want to mention, I promise that there is a new Tiny Bookshop video coming soon. I know that has been something that people have been really wanting. I also think I'm going to be doing a part 2 of Date Everything, and then maybe a part 2 of Bookshop Simulator. I haven't decided if I want to do a second part of that video or not. I probably do. I just don't want it to feel too repetitive, and I feel like that game could start to feel repetitive. I don't know. But Tiny Bookshop Part 4 is for sure coming soon. I promise, I promise. I'm sorry I did one more video before that, but I just really wanted to try this game. If there are other cozy games you would like to see more of, please let me know in the comments. If you would like to see more of Strange Antiquities, also let me know that in the comments. Is this a game that you think you would play? Is this a game that you would enjoy? Do you think you would be good at these puzzles? Do you think you would be good at running this type of shop? I think I'd be pretty terrible. I think what we learned today is that I would be terrible at running a shop like this, but I would gladly discuss with all the customers when they came in with their problems and their issues and their dead bodies. I would gladly discuss all of that with them. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, of course, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and week, and try to avoid behind sheds. That seems to be where haunted objects are just lurking. Thanks for being here, and happy autumn.